Hello and welcome to this presentation of PDF2Sage. My name is Ara Martirossian. I'm going to show you how to import PDF invoices into Sage and then view the documents using DocLink. So the requirements are really simple and it's most prevalent in supplier invoices. So a computer system would have generated the original PDF, which then gets emailed to your accounts department. Most companies then print it out and rekey it back in. Obviously that's inefficient, you're rekeying data as well as wasting paper and time. It would be a lot more efficient if those PDF invoices that have been emailed to you could be imported directly into Sage. And that's where PDF2Sage comes in. It allows you to import them in automatically, saving you time, keying errors, as well as paper and everything else. How does it do that? Well, the way it does that is it recognizes the invoice templates as it's importing it, and from the invoice you can then pick up things like invoice numbers, invoice dates, net, VAT, gross, and things like that. And then when it's in Sage, DocLink allows you to press the invoice number on the activity screen and then be able to see the PDF directly in action. So let's look at this in real life. So here's my Sage company. I've got a couple of customers and I've got half a dozen invoices. I've got a few suppliers without any transactions on it. So what I'll do is I'll just pop over into our document management system, and what this allows me to do is to share all the documents in the office with my mobile users. And in here I can see that I've got some photos, I've got some images of products, I've got some office documents and so on. But I've got no PDF invoices at the moment. But I've got a whole pile full in a folder. So if I click on that, what that will do is it will go and have a look at that folder. It will take all those PDF documents. It will then decide on which suppliers those belong to and then just import those automatically into Sage. Having got those into Sage, it will then allow me to go back in and have a look at it in the supplier's account and process those as if I'd just keyed them in. When that finishes, I'll be able to then have a look at it in my document management system and then be able to see it both from there, which means my remote user can see it, and also in Sage to allow local Sage users to use it. And that's it. Here are the invoices that have been successfully posted in: 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, and so on. So I'll now close that down, and I'll then go into Sage. And if I have a look into Sage and I don't know, just refresh that for a second, there you go, that's Excel to Sage, which is my supplier. And if I have a look at it, I've got various different invoices that have just been imported directly from the PDF. That's great. So I've now got two options. First is if I do my Sage Sync button in my document management system, it will then go and bring all of that information back, including the images and the Sage information, so that I can see them all on one handy screen. So that's that. So there we are. So if I now go and have a look at that and have a look at my thumbnails and look at all my PDFs, there we are. So let's have a look at that one, for example. That's my Excel to Sage, invoice number 49. I can see the Sage postings, so that's the debits and credits that took place. And if I wanted to, I could then email my remote users to authorize it for payment. But something else has also happened in Sage. So if I go into Sage and then just go into the activity screen, and press the control key, you can see that little icon's now come up, which means there's an image associated with it in Sage. So if I click on that, that then opens up my DocLink, and if I open that up, there's the image. So dead easy. I've taken a folder full of suppliers' PDFs, I've automatically imported them into Sage, and I can now view them from within Sage or my document management system. So what are the major benefits of PDF2Sage? Well, it's very easy to use, it saves a lot of time and money, and it automatically imports data into Sage. So there's no rekeying of data and eradicates errors. It can also produce Excel files in case you wanted to manipulate these before they went into Sage by adding extra information. You can use almost any computer-generated PDF, like purchase invoices, credit card statements, bank statements, anything like that, so it's not restricted to invoices, and it's more accurate than the scanned paper PDF, because scanned paper PDFs normally only have one layer, and you have to use something called OCR, which is optical character recognition, to scrape the data, whereas the methodology we're using here is that computer-generated PDFs have a layer which is just data, which makes it a lot more accurate. It's very cost effective and quick to set up, typically less than a day, and it can easily be changed, and there are various different add-ons. So the one that we've looked at today is our cloud-based document management system, but it also has other facilities such as looking up nominal codes based on, the supplier or something like that. Thank you for your interest in PDF2Sage, and I hope you found this presentation of interest. Please feel free to drop me an email or contact me to discuss your requirements and also to arrange a free trial. Thank you.